Welcome to the Google Calendar user interface, aka how things look and feel in Google Calendar. First thing you're going to notice when you start taking a look at this wrapper, this interface, is there are tons of similarities between this and Gmail. Actually, you have a search bar up here and you can click up here and begin to search things. You even have the drop down right here where you can begin to prescribe more detailed aspects of what it is that you're looking for. In fact, you have this blue search button, and over here you have your username as well as some of the Google Plus information over on the right hand side, just like we talked about last time, where these are only relevant, these two things, for Google Plus users. And then you have your profile information on the side as well, where you can toggle between any of the different accounts that you have. So I'm going to jump over to my GoogEdSum.com account here, so we can start fresh, start anew, and see what things look like from scratch. Alongside, we have that settings cog, settings wheel, settings tab, whatever you want to call this thing. We can get to settings through here. You also have a more button, and then the different views for the calendar. You can take a look at a 4-day view, a month-long view, a week-long view, a day view, and actually I'm going to show you some labs later on that will let you look at an entire year view. But for now, these are what you have, and this is what you can take a look at. Your agenda is a little bit different than this stereotypical kind of calendar view, but they show you a nice textual version of what's going on for your day or for your week. Over here, we have buttons that help us jump back and forth between either weeks, months, or day, depending on what kind of view we're in. See, right now I'm going day by day. If I switch to month, it's going to go month to month. Pretty simple stuff. No matter where you are, you can always jump home by hitting today. So that's the basics of this part of the Google Calendar. Over here, there's nothing hidden underneath the word calendar like there is in Gmail, but there is something hidden underneath the create button this time, and that's a quick add, and we're going to get to that in the very next scenes of this calendar video. So now I have my mini calendar, my calendar, and the other calendars, all of which I believe are expanded on by default. So these already look like this once you get in here. Automatically under my calendars, you already have your name sitting right here because you have a calendar created for you. And later I'm going to show you how to create even more calendars and how to suck in other people's calendars so that you can look at them or interact with them at different times. Tasks. This is the same exact tasks that's available during Gmail. This is just another way for you to manage all the things that you may have to do. So if you click tasks over here, boom, over on the other side over here, the task pane all of a sudden shows up, and you can see I have nothing over here, but I'm going to add a little something. And I can even add another one down here by just clicking underneath it. There we go. And you can keep adding and adding and adding more and more materials. You can also check off on materials as you go. Down over here on the left hand side is the final thing that I wanted to show you, other than the bottom of the pane down here for tasks, and that is you have other calendars. You can turn off birthday calendar, you can turn off your sunrise sunset calendar, and you can even take a look at the US holiday calendar or manage it. And next to every little thing here, my calendar, each of the calendar panes, you can see first of all there's a little expansion button where you can go to settings, import calendars, add. All of this information we're going to take a look at later in these videos, but this is a quick way to access these. You can get to almost all of these pieces though through this settings button in the upper right corner. But I can also, on an individual level, for each individual calendar, not just the calendar section right here or this section, I can actually on each individual calendar check on extra items. For instance, my contacts, my birthday contacts, I can change that to the color brown if I want to. Or I can come in here and I can hide that calendar from the list of events. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can do from these little drop downs on the left hand side. All in all, this is a rather simple interface. If you really want to get down to brass tacks over here in the tasks, there's some more to do with renaming, listing, and deleting, but that's really tasks more than it is calendar. So for all intents and purposes, the calendar is very straightforward, extremely easy to use, but there's some powerful things hidden underneath some of these down arrows. Let's move on to the next section.